Hello, happy Wednesday, friends. So, in this feeding, this is a bigger feeding than I usually do because I did a really small feeding in the last video. And they really I check in on them once a week, but I only feed them like twice a month because I give them a lot of food and then they break it down and then I check on them and depending on how they are, blah, blah, blah. And so, this week was a bit of a bigger feeding. I was concerned that I wasn't going to have enough food to feed all the bins, but I had a squash go bad and I had some banana peels that I didn't think I was going to have. A bunch of coffee grounds, The only thing that I didn't have for this feeding that I like to put in there is grit, and that's because I haven't been eating eggs a lot. But we're getting back to that. I used to eat 2 eggs a day. And then over the weekend, I would make eggs for everybody. And then I would process the eggshells and use it in the bin. So that's how that worked. And then my sister called me in the middle of it. So if I sound a little off between the first bin and the second bin, it's because my sister called me for like half an hour, which is fine. I love talking to her. But yeah. Me feeding my worms. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Happy Wednesday. We're starting out with the original bin of 24. And we're going to stir it up. Got big fat worms everywhere already. That's a banana peel. Let's see how y'all doing. Lots of bedding. Got a peat moss thing. Still got the corn. Lots more bedding. Oh. Look, there's a baby. There's a baby come to say hello. He's like, get me out of here. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be on camera. You just scooped me out of my bed. Oh, there's another one. Hello. Hello. Oh, ew, it's wiggling under my finger. Lord, there's a lot of big ones in here. It's nice and moist. I guess it's a good thing that they're getting a good feeding today. So at some point, I'm going to have to, let me angle you over a little bit. At some point, I'm going to have to sift all this stuff out. But there's the feeding. I'll go grab some bedding, even though they have a bunch of it already. But look at all that. All those worms up there. My sister's calling me. The OG bin is growing. That makes me happy. Can go down in there. OG's doing good. And we're back with the 200 count. 200 count? Yeah, 200 count bin. And we're going to mix this one up. You can see little worm babies already. And all the scrap paper that I put in there. So So I fed last time. Excuse me. Where are you going? On the other side, so I'm gonna feed on this side this time. I think that I only gave them paper last time. Goodness. I'm gonna give them some more paper again this time. Just because they're very, very wet. Ooh, we're having a problem. I remember now why I always feed on this side. Because this side has the weight, and the weight plus all of the water weight to hold the lid open, plus all of the casting weight is threatening to tip us over. So here's the feeding. It's squash, a piece of banana, a bunch of paper towels, banana peels, you know, all my usual stuff. And then we just flip it back over. I think this year this is going to be the bin that I have people buy worms out of. Because, I mean, this is the bin with 2-inch. That's maybe 1.5 inches, but it's got pretty big worms. There's definitely some 3 inches in there, but there's a bunch that were just born too in here. Alright, so that's all for this bin. This is the 500 count bin with plant matter and grit on top. I think this one was the one that was a little dry. This one still has a bunch of plant matter, and there's a bunch of worms hanging out in it. So we're going to put that down there. And then we're going to pull everything else up. And this is some squash that was frozen, peach that went bad, banana peel, paper towel, all the good stuff. Let's see. There's one of the babies. There's another baby. I'm definitely thinking I'm going to give this one some water. So, let's do that. It'll sink to the bottom and they'll move it where they want it. You know what we didn't check this side to see if we had any food scraps left, so let's do that. I don't think I feed on this side in this one. Oh, there's some paper, some corn. I think they've pretty much gone through everything I'm giving them. But they're really dry. They're really, really dry. Oh. I hope over the next week that squash that I put in and the banana will contribute some moisture. So that's the worms this week, guys. They're doing pretty good. Got a local customer at the end of the month. Bait worms. Gonna be taking a couple containers of them to Outer Banks. It's gonna be a good winter, guys. Well, I'm gonna clean up, and I don't have enough hands to clean up and keep you guys around, so show you everything I'm doing. So I will see you in 2 weeks.